Okay, so I guess I'm going to throw my hat in the ring here, even though I don't know how much of a ring there is. And after this most recent update, I guess it was on the 19th or the 18th that we got the Olympus update. I think the 19th, a few days ago. I didn't really know about it until the 20th or the 21st. So what's got me confused is that people are complaining about some difficulty curves, balancing, things like that, enemies. I'll admit some visual clutter is pretty bad, but maybe that's because coming from Overwatch, as an Overwatch player, I'm used to visual clutter. And when you're doing a lot of calculating and thinking, in a way, you don't always need visuals, especially if you know what's going on, as long as it's done well. I will say that specifically in Olympus, yeah, it definitely feels pretty overtuned. I was telling my friend about how in Olympus it feels nuts. The armored enemies, the automatons, it's really bad. I'll admit, it's bad. And there's not always cover there. The lack of cover can be pretty rough to deal with. Up until now, I didn't feel like it was awful. I will say that when I'm on the pirate ships, when I am on the fleet on the water, you know, on the basically the second half of Olympus, that or not the first half of Olympus, excuse me, up until you see Eris, I do struggle sometimes depending on the build, and it can be very annoying because the spearmen throwing their abilities, and then the initial damage you get when the excuse me, I'm sorry. The threats. Surface threats. Okay. So, the sticklers, they can be very annoying as they do hop around, but you need to use your cast, you need to dodge, and then attack. The anchors, these guys. So the anchors are a bit problematic because of the fact that when they do throw down their anchor, they set that circle almost, that cast, more or less, just like we have. The problem is that the initial damage can be an issue, and the armor definitely needs to be tuned better, because when that armor comes into play and you don't have an armor breaking boon, you do need to be more strategic. And I see a lot of people complaining about how they removed the slow. That's, yeah, the slow arcana. Imagine having that constantly, and then that kind of makes the boon from Hecate worthless, really, unless you're stacking it. Everyone's complaining about that, and I'm seeing people go in the Steam reviews and add the Jester. I even added a Jester a couple times because people complain. Prometheus is hard, and the visual clutter can be problematic. But I'm often choosing to go with a simple slow or a simple freeze, which gives enough opportunity. Not only that, but if you actually practice and play, it's okay to have that extra challenge of having to dodge. They did make it difficult, and I do understand that it is overtuned in some ways. But I'd just like to prove that there are absolute strategies that you can pull off. But to be honest, I don't know how you would take the Twin Flames and take that against fucking Prometheus. I don't see how you would do that. Yes, you can stay away from him and dodge, and I managed to do it. He vanquished me, or I vanquished him once so far, and that was tough. I barely did it. But yeah, I've got to show off what can be done, because I almost flawlessly beat Kronos now. I have no issues. And you're more or less expected to use this armament, the black coat. Very cool. I do like it. It seems a bit odd, and they really went crazy with it, as it seems like a modern thing meets, you know, it's like a high fantasy, futuristic thing. Which, sure. The aspect of Selene, which is really nice. I still don't understand this, actually, I'll be honest. I don't understand this. The 150 on impact, the 30 power, and the special also split into 2 reduce damage last 5 seconds. I'm assuming it divides my... Is it punishment? Or is it to my benefit? I'm uncertain. Some things are a little vague, and you have to implement them. I don't know how much I like that.
Sassy.
Okay, anyway, I'll give an example. Aspect of Charon. We can... Will it show me my desktop? Or will it maintain the game? Let's play this video and find out. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. This on DC. Yeah, it will. Enough of that. It will. Okay. So we're going through with this. I'm going to show off this real quick. We don't need the audio. It's going to be too annoying. Alright, so now I am not in Olympus here, but I am, of course, about to go fight Kronos. Look at what I can do with the aspect of Charon, which has been here for a while. This is current build of the game. Look what I can do with my boons. I've got Poseidon, Apollo. I've got Poseidon, Apollo, Demeter, as well as Hephaestus boons. So I will always choose Hephaestus for burst damage, and I will always choose Demeter because of the slow. Not only that, but Daze and Backstab are present. I do have a broken build here, but it's also random. My choices and my skill matter. So look, not only do I have Selene, which I do have the sheep hex, but I also have my slow, and I have my Apollo there. So all I need to do is make a mass cast circle. Do my cast. I have burst damage. I also have the impact damage when I strike with the aspect of Charon, which is possible. And I'm using a melee weapon. A lot of people would consider the staff to be superior, especially when you're dealing with all the enemies and you want to stay out of their range in order to dodge or do otherwise when you are on Olympus. It's hard. Now, I honestly got through Olympus doing alright for the most part, except for fighting Prometheus. Prometheus is tough. Yes, he is tough. But this is winnable. This is possible. Now look here. So not only do I have the impact, so I have initial impact, which I believe it was 120 or 130 from my boost. From my impact, my knockback. So I have the knockback, I have the impact. I have that orb, which is 300. I have Hephaestus, double Hephaestus for 300 and 400. Plus, I think I had Demeter times 2, which is about 45 or 60% my damage, but I don't care about that strike. And people complaining about using the Omega, I mean, that's the build. I won't deny that clutter and some enemy types can be difficult, but people complaining about this, I'd rather complain about a few other things. And all in all, I'm glad to see that gameplay was more so the focus for a lot of people. But on the side note, it is interesting to see, boom, 992. I don't have crit build. I have stack, I have effect, I have slow. And even without it, you still get plenty of Demeter boons. Plenty! Use the slow and be strategic and get better at your dodging. It is possible. But I'll be honest, I am terrified of using some of the lesser weapons. I still consider them lesser. I don't want to play the mental gymnastics with the enemy clutter and things like that while using the Argent Skull or using the Twin Flames. I don't want to do that. Why don't we skip ahead to where I fight Kronos? And I'll even show off the boons. Here, I was showing my buddy while I was recording. And right here, here's the thing. That plus 60 is cool, but my Geyser Spout is huge. And this here, you see this? Grab it. That's free 90 damage. And sometimes the cast aim feels weird, especially with a certain build type. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I actually like to cat and mouse and dodge anyway. I actually find it more difficult to have to stop and calculate split second where I'm aiming my cast. Yes, I don't like it, but it also stops anyway. You can fire it off in the direction you're looking and flick it, and you should be fine. I used it on Olympus just a few runs ago when I did actually manage to defeat Prometheus. And it was actually nice because when fighting Prometheus, your run is not the only way. So fun fact here, when you fight Prometheus, you actually have to dodge him initially. He's just a bit faster. And I figured that out over time. It's not terrible. And also, I actually managed to lose my feather, I think. I defeated him, I should have a feather, and I don't have the feather. That's a bug. I need to report that. But moving forward, here are my boons. If you recognize them, you recognize them. Yeah, my special was plus 60%, damage, magic cost, hex, morph, plus 10, the 50, the baubles. I mean, I get my magic back. My omega cast damage was 290. And then there's modifiers plus 60%. I mean, it's possible. And yes, I fight Kronos. And yes, I go up in here and I melt his ass. Speed 2 times. Cast, move, obviously. And everyone's probably comfortable with Kronos at this point. Right? There you go. Give him a space. Yeah. Set my cast. Run. Boom. Set my cast. And I could still use slow if I wanted. But I often use my slow or my hex in order to do it. But this one I was trying to be funny because I wanted the dialogue from him. He basically says, "I'll keep this form, thank you." And there I was dumb. I dashed into him and lost my armor. But that's whatever. But the freeze from Demeter is huge. Aspect of Charon is strong, but it's not the only way of doing it. I also like Aspect of Circe. That's also nice as well. And look, he's melted. That is 2 times speed, but still, that's very fast. And again, set the cast, melt, done. And here it is. Here's the breakdown. Now we'll get it up. There. Okay. And yes, I am using Silver Wheel. Yeah. But I did that because I had the axe. And I waited to use it. I often do this, which I would say anybody should do. If you have Selene's keepsake, use it first. Every run you do, use Selene's first. If you have a low health build and you feel like you're going to struggle about the midway through, get the faded fabric and use that. Use that to your advantage, and then build up armor while you build up your health so you don't have to worry too much about it or build up whatever resources you need while being strategic about your stuff. If you see days, if you see anything from Demeter that slows, if you see any damage over time, if you see Zeus, if you see weak from Aphrodite, grab it. Grab it. Look, I'll even do it now. We'll do this right now. We're doing this now. How about it? How about it? I will show you what can happen. Okay, so
should work.
I'm going to use these. Now, what I want to do, because I have a build like this, what's my cost? 30. Just like the X. What's my cost? 15. Okay. So attack speed is alright. There's my burst. Let's see what it does to Skelemius first. Bow. 45. So base is 45. Base on strike is 200 damage, but you gotta wait for it. What's halfway? Can I even do halfway? 15. It should be 100. 95 was at 16. That's a little inconsistent. What? Try again. 17, 100. I don't like how that scales. 30 is... Oh, wait, I was thinking 20. That's... No, wait. I was thinking 30. Why does it scale like that? I don't like that. 13. 15 is 90. Why is 15 90? Why is it a punishment? Give me the exact... That's not good. There's a hole there. So, max is 180 base. 60 just for a tap. Huh.
But can you vanquish me again?
And is the cast going to be the same? I'll make a cast 300. And that's regardless, is it not? Yeah, so that's consistent. The only thing that would change would be if you did this. Max 250 weight. That's for power. That's without.
What news?
Charon.
Okay, moving forward. Keepsakes. Yes, silver wheel. Yes, silken sash. I call it a faded fabric. What am I saying? I even like to use transient embryo at times because it makes runs more interesting and you might get lucky, which is nice. Of course, I want to test this out. Most encounters have 50% chance to be one time this night. You upgrade it. Cool. Deal plus 30% damage, 5% each encounter, but that's nice. That's cool, but it's only one time. After each encounter, which means 15 encounters. That's a typical run, first run, and then you upgrade it. Either way. And I might as well do the rock. Or no, the page. What's it called here? I haven't even really investigated it. Testaments. So, you could do testaments, or you could literally just discord a bell. After each encounter, deal 0.5 plus damage, but also take that much more. So, I mean, it's equal measure. It's basically dish what you get, you know. Or get what you dish, either way. I don't know, man. Like, I will show you. So, get Path of Stars, upgrade this, play for it, do it, love it, get it good. Let's take this so I can do Skyfall if I want. A hidden hex that strikes multiple foes and applies shine, which would be great. Curse affected foes take plus 50% more damage from mega moves, which you can stack that. Let's do that. Let's go in. And let's go fight Kronos, because, yeah. And then we've got Phrynos. Let me see. So let's check up on Phrynos here. Treat him.
Here, Phrynos.
I'll give him a treat. Dry bond, plus damage leap on foes, more health. Lost shades increase, I do like that. Plus more health. I don't understand this, by the way. You have life bond twice. I don't understand. It's bothering me. Why do I have two? Is this a bug? Is this meant to be a feature? Like what's happening here? I don't know.
Those must be tasty.
I don't understand that part, actually. That's not explained to me. Well, let's go. I'll use the new Infernal Arms. And we'll go fight Kronos for the first time.
I have something for you.
Selene.
Together we shine, sister. I call
Forevermore.
and draw you down.
Excuse me.
I saw that you encountered Heracles. Beware that man. It was made many enemies in service to the gods. He even wronged me once, and still walks brazenly as ever in my light.
Okay, so Path of Stars. Let's think about it. So we have a melee build, effectively. We do move around relatively quickly. We have a Hex that's going to deal damage, raining down. So Hex, damage, size, things like that. I mean, we could just go for up here or here. Charges up automatically. That's cool. Plus 10 power. So that's a path of power and charging instead of magic, but we have restoration and we can find more. Foes afflicted with shine, plus 5. Plus 1 time in succession, which is just more damage, right? More free damage each time. Foes afflicted with shine, damage moves, things like that. They take more from Omega, which is good. Automatically charge up anyway. We have that plus the 10 power. I usually go for this initially. Plus 5%, making it 10. That's cool. We have plus 1 succession, hex, minus 20. We're taking this.
With the grace of the moon.
Now. Stay away. Let's play.
Gracefully fought.
Okay, come on, Frenos. Let's go.
You again.
Okay. And of course you blocked it. And there is a small delay, which is nice. You could also use backstab with that. That would be good. Now I think about that, you could use Apollo, Daze, and backstab. Now, can you do it when you block? That I do not know. We'll have to test that.
As for my arcana.
Okay. Taurus or money. I kind of want money for more, but we're going for Taurus because, again, melee build. Let's hold them in place. Rockets. Okay. Hold them in place. Chaos, maybe, depending on what I see. If I see Daedalus Hammer, I'm choosing Daedalus over Chaos. Nope, just resources. Going for Chaos.
I'm ready.
Ouch. Okay. And this too.
Use this well.
I always want rare resources. Darkness? Accept. Speaking of which, I kind of like Chaos's original design over this one, but this is just a cool alternative thing. I don't know. I really do like his original, though, I'll be honest. I still like it more. He might be a bit over-designed in comparison. And he just looks so refined here. It doesn't really look like Chaos. I don't know. Okay. Ah, faded. I kind of want to do that. But 3 encounters, you are stunned. Whenever you take damage. Oh, that's not bad. That's actually really good. That's exactly what we want. I've never seen that one. For the next 3 encounters, each time you use special. Ooh. I could survive not doing special. And only 4 damage. Use minus 35% magic. That'd be great. But faded list. Come on. Don't do this to me. I'll do that. I'll do that. I don't have to use my special. I don't need it.
The fates won't mind.
Especially now, this early on. And if I go for that, if I remember correctly, I will earn... I do need grasp. No, I'm doing this. I'm doing this, because I don't have all of my arcana yet. It's okay. Ooh. Blocked. Gotta be careful with the time. Oh, that blocked even though it was on my side. That's good. That might have hit me.
The valuable is near.
Come here.
Calm that shade down, Frenos.
Freedom
Oh,
in death.
Poseidon? I kind of want to go see Arachne. But that Poseidon boon. Need that. Powerful boon. And for a boss. Let's go. No special for me, though. Blocked. Blocked. Damn. Let's go take out the others first. Why not? The wind up, I gotta time it. There we go. Get better at it.
Ready, Homer?
You've seen it. Our mountain's like a cross between a luxurious palace and an impregnable fortress. The so-called legions of Kronos will be getting through these walls.
You're beautiful, Poseidon. Special hit foes. Sprint deals damage, knocks back. That's really good. And Spear Bobble. I'm gonna go with... Ooh. I do like my sprint knockback. That's okay. Spirit Bubble.
Hail, Princess. Light of the moon.
Thank you. Okay, going forward. Ooh, nice.
Clear. Needed that.
What?
Greetings, little raven.
I didn't know about the raven familiar. I knew about the dog, the hound. I want
Be
you.
safe out there.
I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this. Alright, Grasp or Charon. I want to see something. I wonder if you can have a secret boss fight with Charon like you would otherwise with Zagreus.
Be
Probably
safe,
not.
Lord Charon.
Would be cool though. So I can't afford anything else. What does
It's
he do?
reassuring to know Artemis has been keeping track of things around here lately, my lord. She seems unusually well supplied as well.
Don't like Charon's new design as much. I really like the original,
Oh, I won't tell
but that's
a soul.
okay. Also, like, his in-game model clearly has that blue around his collar, and you just don't see that in the new one. I don't know why, unless they plan to update
I
it.
can't afford this.
Do I have to try a number of times to get his attention? I think I have to come in with no gold at all. But I'll take the palm. See, Demeter or Daedalus. I'm curious to see what the arms will change with Daedalus, but sometimes it's actually to a detriment, such as when you get a heavy strike, and I experienced that on accident when I used the Moonstone Axe. That was difficult for me because then my strikes were very slow and I had less of a range. Yes, the impact is nice, but getting it off required me to have more attack speed, and I just didn't luck out on that, which is unfortunate. So I'm going for Demeter for now. I want to set up right.
Safe in the circle.
Also, the dynamic between waiting too long, that does make me a little nervous when it comes to damage. Okay. There, Chaos Blessing.
So Poseidon has again availed himself to you. Well, good. And may he prove of use. I'll hold my threat to freeze his oceans then.
Okay. So, Cast, Freeze, Sprint, Gust. Boons are common, rarity would be nice. Only one random boon, though. Might be nice. Gain rarity. But we're going for the cast, like I said. The freeze. Now, magic. Probably a good idea. Gold. How's my regen again? No, I've got bubbles. I'm okay. I'll get some more magic later. Freeze you. Oh! What? Oh, right. Doesn't last that long right now. Excuse me.
An unseen sigil over there.
Right, I can use my special again. What would be really nice is using that with Hephaestus.
Got them, Phrenos.
That'd be very nice. Earn Palm. Haven't used these yet.
I'll slay you all without a scratch.
Can't take damage. I don't know if this looks like visual clutter, but I can
As
tell
the
what's going
shadows
on.
dance.
Anyway. Cast 20 every half second, which is nice. Spirit bubble chance, yeah.
Set.
Easy. Base numbers, best. Keep going. More power. Push you off. I don't like how the rockets are kind of slow. I would like a Daedalus upgrade that makes them faster. Let's go. Bomb. Fluid 23 does more damage. I already get enough spirit bubbles as it is. I'm not hurting for them. I don't feel the downtime yet, but we'll find out. Hermes. Hermes this early? Really? Did they update the game again or something?
Coin for Charon.
That I didn't realize? Probably not.
Another race to the finish line begins, Hayam. Well then, get set, because we'll have you there in no time flat. Provided you survive and all.
Okay. Damage bonus per slain foe. Never seen it like that. Attack special caster faster. There we go. That's what I want. And range shots were slower too. But I want my special to be faster.
Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
The black coat you now possess, surrounding you as though 'twas forged with you in mind. I feared that it was broken and beyond repair, but it was merely waiting.
Waiting for me. I've never wielded anything like it. Cassynth doesn't exactly listen to my thoughts, but heeds my every instinct.
Not your every instinct. The arms of night have a singular purpose, which they go about each in their own peculiar respect. You are to execute that purpose without fail.
Thank you, Hecate.
Cross flames burn.
Didn't dodge that one. Okay. Is it you? It's me. That's you.
To me, my sisters. Divide and strike.
There we go. Blocked. Oh, I took a little bit of damage.
Fire.
It would probably be good to invest. Damn.
Time for a change. How about this?
Blocked. Still took 5 damage. No, it took 10 total. So hit me twice. Gotcha. Okay.
You have prevailed again.
There we
Into
go.
the purse.
I should be able to fight Kronos like this.
He's there.
Greetings. Little one, do not presume to think your movements are invisible to me. I see you plainly where you stand. A trespass for which you shall suffer, although regrettably not by my hand right now. Not yet.
Hi, Kronos.
Not happening.
Wait. There we go. Hint, bones. I'll take some bones. A couple seeds. There we go. Keepsake.
Keepsake now.
I could keep it for another go, but I'll likely get 3 anyway, which means if I want to change things up, if I want to shake it up, armor, I want to shake it up, get a random epic chaos blessing once every 8 encounters. I'd probably get one if I sped through. As far goes as the lash, mega moves, guardian, critical damage, 30. To be fair, I could just keep Seleni's. I really like it and I want to upgrade it some. I'm not done. Expired for the night. Oh, that's right. No, we're done. Chaos it is. And then for the fields, I will use the armor. And then for Kronos, I'll use the slow. Go. These guys are not my favorite. I'll admit. Damn it! I was locking onto him. There. Destroying projectiles is really good.
Water spouts activated.
Still too late.
Where's the Wi-Fi go?
It's just red. I don't know. Check the account. Never check it.